We've heard from the candidates, so what have we learned so far? Let's ask two smart libertarians. Kennedy, host of her own show here on Fox Business, and Matt Welch, editor-in-chief of Reason magazine. So, what do you like so far?
You know, I liked all three of them in different ways. I didn't know John McAfee that well. He came out with a lot of energy. He is strange in a way that I appreciated. I think the fundamental thing that the Libertarian Party has always been at tension is between a sense of purity, someone who will completely represent this vision, purely distilled, and a sense of pragmatism, who we think can sell it to people who kind of don't know what the word libertarian means. And so I think all three of them represented different kind of poles of that.
Kennedy?
Matt's absolutely right. This Monmouth University poll that shows that Gary Johnson could be polling at 11% against Trump and Clinton, with Donald Trump only having 34%.
We hadn't mentioned that yet. This is a recent poll that Gary Johnson won 1% of the vote when he ran, but he's at 11% against Trump.
People really are clamoring for a third party. The Libertarian Party has a ballot in all 50 states, and I think therefore people are going to be paying much more attention to these ideas and the pragmatism there.
We've never seen an election like this. We've never seen two frontrunners who are so hated as this. So you have a bunch of, deservedly so.
Yeah. If you have liberty back on the stage in these presidential debates, it completely changes the race. You've got an electorate that is so frustrated at government, and if you've got someone who can logically show how government is the cause for this frustration and limiting it will only do better, it could be very, very interesting for libertarians.
All right, but too nice. My producer's telling me you guys had some complaints about some of these answers.
Oh,
Matt.
Austin was all nervous, and he was giving the Rand Paul one penny line, and he sounded like any other politician in 25% of his answers. And John McAfee, God, what the hell happened there in Guatemala? Not that, you know, the guy obviously suffered Guatemala or Belize. God knows where. I don't know. Yeah, there's and Gary Johnson, I think, stumbles a little bit when he tries to explain exactly what his position is about gay Nazi cakes and about equal pay for equal work in a way that I think will rub some Libertarian Party long-termers the wrong way.
John McAfee at times reminded me of the skeptical stoner, the guy you're stuck with at a bonfire who just keeps going, what are drugs? What is liberty? It's like, you're running for president. Why don't you tell me? And, you know, I think that Austin has a lot of idealism and youth, but he talks in a series of bumper stickers, and that can be a little annoying after a while.
And this presidential race somehow has given us a socialist, a democratic socialist, a big government, much more big government than Barack Obama, a Democrat, a Trump. So at some point, the yen for limited government, there was a Tea Party movement. I swear to God, it happened sometime recently, and it elected a lot of people like a Rand Paul and other people who have a serious commitment to limited government. That is a real tendency, as it is on the left, of people who want to get the government out of the boardroom and bedroom and drug room and other places that John McAfee likes to hang out.
No one has effectively been able to create a coalition of those people thus far. But we will see if there is a truly viable national libertarian candidate, if they can take the people who consider themselves to be fiscally conservative and socially liberal or socially awkward in the case of libertarians. I think that describes a majority of voters in this country.
Thank you, Kennedy. Thank you, Matt. We have more debate coming up next Friday, the second part of this debate. More topics: immigration, privacy, global warming, plus questions from Fox News hosts like this obnoxious guy.
So here's my question for the libertarian geniuses.
That and more questions from Fox anchors next Friday. See you next week.